Does any of this sound familiar to you? Financial worry, overworked, healthy lifestyle, unappreciated, daily stress? Well, this is what we find in the real world. And I'm sure that you know someone, or maybe even you yourself may be experiencing these events that happen daily. But it's something that we can do something about. And this is what this presentation seeks to address. Welcome to my business presentation. And thank you for taking the opportunity by taking action to be part of this presentation. Now, my name is Edison Alfred, and I am a regional consultant. What does that mean? It means that since I got involved in this business back in 2016, I am now 5 places away from the top. And a little backstory to how I got involved. I was truly a skeptic before, but there was a death in my family. My father-in-law died, and my wife and I, we had to travel to the US to attend his funeral. And during that trip, she was experiencing an issue with her health and decided to go visit her doctor. When she got back home, she showed me a bunch of bottles that she said her doctor gave to her. And the doctor told her, take this. Chances are you would not need to be on blood pressure tablets anymore. And I can tell you, we are now in 2019, and she's not on high blood pressure tablets anymore. And there's a lot more, great things that happen along the way. But this is what made me decide to look a little closer. I was curious, and I really wanted to know, what is it that she was exposed to that really brought about such a rapid change in her life in such a short space of time. And even I got on board just 1 month after. Now, apart from the fact that I'm a regional consultant, among my proudest moment was the fact that I was able to walk the stage with my wife. And that was a beautiful moment. And it was all as a result of this opportunity that brought me to this place. I want to get into the meat of the matter and why we are about this presentation. And I want us to consider the fact that in any successful business, there must be 3 essential elements for success. And they are as follows. You must have a good product, you must have a good compensation plan, and the company that you will be representing must be a place that has a great culture. I can tell you, I've been a business entrepreneur for over 18 years, ran a company, my own company, for like about 16 years. And I understand the inner workings of these things. And it's very important that you have a product that has mass appeal, that is consumable over and over. It means then that you have great potential for sales. It's important that your compensation be one that makes it attractive, where you can attract the best people, the best minds, people who really want to turn their lives around. And of course, the culture is very important, an organization that must be people-centered. So let's see if what I'm offering you, whether it meets that standard or that bar. Welcome to Zavita, a company whose founders, Mark and Tracy Jarvis, beautiful people, beautiful organization. I'm proud to be part of this organization, and I say that without fear of reservation. One of the things that, apart from the impact, within 2 days I saw this product had on my wife, was the fact that when I started to do my research, one of the first things that really drew me was the fact that this was a company that had as one of its founding principles to be a company that honors and glorifies God. I'm a firm believer that where God is, it will always be successful. And not only that, but also to have a company with humble leadership. They represent that. That's a fact. create an environment where people can win at every level. Boy, can we win. We have so much opportunity to win that it's really not funny. It's huge. There at every turn you have some opportunity where you can win, and the beauty about it is that everyone can win at this company. So let's look a little more in terms of their successes. This is a company that started in 2008, and today they are $100 million company. And this has been verified. I pull this information from Network Marketing Central. That's where everybody's listed. And we can see that Zavita is currently 89th in terms of its standing. In other words, it's among the top 100 people, 100 company on the DSN Global. Among the top 100, Zavita is 89. That's fantastic. So they have, as an organization, they have been growing the business, and of course, great culture. It's a place where in Success at Home, they were recognized as being one of the companies that is a great place to work. That's also amazing. And I can tell you that people like myself, a consultant, we agree that it's a great place to work. So not only in their what we may call their front office is this organization a great place to work, but on the field as a budding entrepreneur, budding business person looking for a great place to work, this company meets that standard. The next point we're going to be talking about is the product. Now, what makes this company product different or unique to other companies? Well, I can tell you this, that Zeal, which is one of their flagship product, and this particular product, Zeal, what is Zeal? Zeal is a nutritional whole food that has been scientifically formulated to take the guesswork out of nutrition. Now, one of the things I'm sure you can appreciate is the fact that when we eat food, what our body is really looking for is not the food, but the nutritional content of the food. Do you know that that's what our bodies live off of? The rest of it just comes out as waste. And it's important to know that in these times, our food sources has been falling short on its nutritional content, from the point of view that a lot of our food sources have been compromised with pesticides and chemicals and so on. And in addition to that, even when we do have food that has some nutritional elements, the way we prepare it, we destroy most of that. We either boil it out, broil it out, fry it out, bake it out. But here we have a product that has been formulated from superfoods, over 39 superfoods, that has great nutritional elements at its core. And this has been formulated in a manner where you can simply take a bottle of Zeal and know that you are getting your daily required amount of nutritionals. And this is a far cry from going and pick up stuff in the supermarket or even the market, wherever, and juicing. Now, I have nothing against juicing, but juicing, unless we are some kind of expert, we would never know whether we are having too much of one element and not enough of another. And here is where Zeal becomes a real good deal. Apart from being affordable, less than a Starbucks coffee per serving, this is where it comes in as a done-for-you nutritional supplement that takes the guesswork out of nutrition. Now, apart from Zeal, there's also the hemp blend, which I will speak to you about shortly. But let me just drill a little bit further down and say something else about Zeal. So Zeal, apart from the Zeal Wellness, we also have the Zeal Transformation System. And this is ideal for people. There's always a challenge with weight gain, unwanted pounds. And here is a great opportunity to not only have the transformation system at our disposal, but there's also a 90-day challenge that comes with it. It's optional. And this is where you get online coaching, and there's lots of opportunity as well to for someone not only to lose weight but to even be rewarded as well. And this is fantastic. And this speaks to the quality of the product and their work. There are tons of testimonies online. We have some Facebook pages and groups where you can see for yourself what is involved. As a matter of fact, on this site, you're going to see where there's a video that deals only with testimonials as further proof that these products are great and they work. So let's talk about the next flagship product. This one has been introduced just last month, and it only hit the market publicly this month, May. And I can tell you, you just don't take my word for it. Go online, type in CBD, and see what comes up. In addition to that, you can go on Google Trends and see how this has been, the interest in this has been trending. This is the next frontier. Zeal is more about what we call vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, etc. And that is geared for a part of our body that it's part of the nutritional aspect of our body, I should say. But here is where hemp oil comes in, and hemp oil goes in an area where nutrition cannot go. So we're talking about total wellness here. And your Z blends is a cannabinoid that is powerful, and it affects the endocannabinoid system in our body. And that's the area of our body where we have balance or homeostasis. And so they've recently discovered that that's an area that has been there was not much knowledge on, but now that it has been discovered, this is the next wave as far as going into this 21st century. And this adds so much more value to this company and what it has to offer the public as far as health and wellness is concerned. Now, so we spoke about the product, and we also spoke about the company. Now we're going to get into the compensation, because, you know, there is a saying that you need to tune into one's frequency, because everybody have a frequency. And you know what that frequency is called? It's called what's in it for me. So you might say, presentation sounds good. It is nice product, nice culture in the company, nice company. But what's in it for me? Okay, so here we are. So maybe you're not just interested in good products, but you're interested in the business opportunity. And this is for the people who want to build a business. You want to start a business. You want a business where you can start with a very low investment. And this small investment can earn you millions. This is no exaggeration. I mean it. So here is an overview of several ways that you can be compensated in this company. And we start with the fact that you can sponsor people and earn income. So that's one of the income stream. 20% of the total business volume. And there we have some numbers for you to see for yourself. So every person you bring to this business, depending on what they come in at, this is where you start. Okay? Now, secondly, another income stream is the weekly bonuses. Not only do you benefit from the people who come into your business by way of you know, a direct payment, but in addition to that, everybody who you bring into the business, each time your team, so you start your business, and this business is about team building and team sharing. It's simply about sharing the business more than selling. Some people feel they get into this business and you hear comments like, I don't like to sell. Well, listen, this is about sharing more than selling. Of course, there's the option for you to sell, but this is more about sharing, getting eyeballs on your business. And there's several ways that one can do it and be successful at it. So our weekly bonuses, each time members of your team in total generate 1,000 TBV, that's $100 that you earn. And you can earn, the cap on it is 5,000 per week. How cool is that? That's fantastic. In addition to that, we also have what we call residual income. And so you earn on the team volume, earn on bringing people into the business, and now we are also earning a residual income. And this residual income works the same way that actors and musicians and other publishers earn. The work that they do, every time that works, every time let's say we have one of my favorite comedies, Martin, and every time Martin plays on the network, the actors earn income. And that's income for the life of that business going there. They don't have to do the work again. They keep earning. And this residual income does that. The beauty about having a team as well, it gives you the power of leverage, where we are limited in terms of how many hours a day we can do our business. When we have a team, it is the hours a day we can do our business times the amount of people we have in our business times the hours they put in. That gives a great amount of leverage. And here we can earn weekly bonuses, and there's a whole lot behind that, which the compensation, there's another video on the site that you will see that drills down further into that. But this is another income stream. The next income stream as well that you have the opportunity to earn is the rank advancement bonuses. So there's a reward for growing in the company. There's a reward for advancing. And this is a fantastic opportunity to do so. And as your team grow, you grow. And as you grow, you move up in rank. And as you move up in rank, the company rewards you handsomely as you proceed. Now, we have talked about the ways that we can earn income. And I said to you that this is a sharing business and not necessarily a selling business. But the option does as well, like I mentioned before, exist for you to sell as well. And we get as a consultant getting into this business, there is that opportunity to get a discount of the retail price of your product, which you can simply sell at whatever suits your market. And this is another way of earning additional income. I myself have done some retail and continue to do it whenever I can. But of course, if you really want to build this business big with a minimum of effort, building your team is one of the best places to do it. However, this opportunity exists to do this business as a retail as well. So there we have 5 income earning streams. And unlike me, when I operated a business, I had a what you call a brick and mortar business. The only way I would earn income is when I sell. And in this business, even if you don't sell, you can earn by building your teams. So we have covered most of what is to know in the compensation. And we have come to the point of how do we get started? So you've heard about the company, you've heard about its compensation, you've heard about its product. And perhaps you're at that point where you're saying, you know what, I'm thinking of getting started. I'm thinking about what is the investment involved to get into this business. Well, great question. And as you can see, it's not a whole lot of money to get started. You know, in my business, now I like I said, I'm a business entrepreneur, and back in my home country, I remember when I started in business, my initial investment was $100,000. And here in this this business, we are talking about 499. or $500, which is your main investment here. And this 500, if you do the business, if you work the business as you ought to do it, because this is not a get rich quick scheme, this is not a pyramid. This is a real business that if you understand, you're dedicated, you're one who's willing to take action, you're not a tire kicker, but you're one who's committed to building your business and putting in the work, eventually your business will turn around and take care of you. And it doesn't take an arm and a leg to get started in this business. And something else as well that we should take note of. There is a saying that what monkey see, monkey do. And so generally, what happens in this business is that where you start is where the people you sponsor will want to start. They will typically ask you, where did you start? And here we have the biggest pack. And guess what? You can also retail this. Maybe you get into this business, you turn that stock over, and you gain back your investment and you go again. So there's so much ways that we can win. As one of the foundation principles earlier I mentioned in this presentation is that the founding principle one is that everyone can win at every level. And here's your chance. So you're interested in getting started. We have 4 packages to choose from. These are the 2 top packages. And then we have from $4.99 to $139.95 as your lowest package to get into this business. How cool is that? That's not a whole lot of money to get started in your business. That's not a huge investment. That is something that if you understand it, that's a seed that can be planted that can reap big rewards. So I want to say that, we have gone through this presentation, and as I conclude, we have come to before I go further, let me just mention something here. In addition to almost forgot this, in terms of your getting started, we also have another way that you can get into this business, and this is your investment as well. And this is our Z Blends starter pack. How could I forget that? This is so huge, so fantastic. Go on the internet and research it. You don't have to take my word for it. And again, if you get in here, or you can get in with Zavita, you have access to selling all the products. It's just 2 different platforms that one can get on board, but you only need to get on board one platform. And when you get on board that platform, you have access to everything. So we have looked at the investment. We look at how do we get started, and it comes down to, if you're not yet ready to get started, I want you to know that it's okay. As a matter of fact, if you're not interested, it's totally okay. Here's why. Because this is not for everybody. And it's important to know yourself and where you are at. Note I said it's important to know yourself, because the downside to that is that sometimes we have great opportunities that present itself, but because of fear and other things, we miss the opportunity. And timing is essential to the success of any investment. So it's okay if you're not ready or if you're not interested. And if you are that person and you're not interested or not ready, I want to take this opportunity to thank you for being here and to wish you all the best as well. For those who you look at it, you said, I get it, I want to get started. Well, here's what. If you wish to proceed, you just need to click on the link below this video, and I would see you on the other side.